and subscribe, okay?
Listen, you heard her. Good morning, everybody. Today is August 7th. Actually, it's not even morning, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is August 17th. I am here in the parking lot waiting on the She Who event. I came specifically for Tajah. I don't know the other ladies that are going to be on the panel, but I came specifically for Miss Tajah Ferjuste. And I would just, it'd be cool to see her, be able to hear her talking in person. So I came to see her. Hopefully I do learn from the other ladies there, but shout out to Tajah. I'm super excited to see her. I just have a conversation, do the meet and greet, whatever the case. They are on CP time. We were supposed to be able to go in at 12 o'clock and it is 12:40. So I'm not sure when we'll be able to go inside. They claim they'll be ready by 1, so we shall see. The vendors are in there now, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited to learn. I am not staying all day. It is from 1 to 6:30. I have other things I need to work on. So yeah, but hopefully I can get enough footage and enough I'll learn enough. But yeah, I'm not staying all day, so yeah. I'll see you guys inside.
Let's begin some content today, y'all. Welcome to She Who, Elevate, and who we have here? Jessica, how you feeling today, honey? You feeling wonderful? Yes, thank you. Come on, Paul. You got a roll. You got to have recognition to us. Absolutely. So are you excited about today?
I am.
Okay. What you taking us takeaways today?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you taking us expect today?
Networking.
Okay.
I'm a painting inventor, so I'm like trying to build my business. So I'm working on that. I'm Tajah. I follow her because I'm a hygienist.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Oh, well, honey, you in the room. We love to see it, y'all. So she gonna be getting on her content today, and make sure y'all pay attention and stay tuned. All right. YouTube and everything,
yes,
too.
Thank you.
Thank you, babe.
Let's see.
Y'all better like, comment, and subscribe, okay?
Listen, you heard her.
Here. I'm gonna get your Instagram from there. Yeah. You excited to be here?
Oh my God. Hey, for you.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm it, girl. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I was just telling you, like, no fear. Like, you have a spirit of power. No fear. So we got this.
That's me.
Are you doing any other events this year? I have one in October. I'm going to DC. That's all for now.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay. Oh my God.
Okay, nice to meet you, baby.
build something. Okay, so there's quite a few of us, right? These are all women who in their own right have been able to successfully do that. Okay, but what about you're sitting in the room and you're not even focused on building a brand? I always believe everywhere you can go, you can always learn so much from anybody. It may be just one thing that can change the whole trajectory of where you're going. So I'm really excited to welcome our panel. So let's just give them a round of applause before we get into it. Okay, so I just need 20 minutes we're going to have on this panel, and then followed by, 25 minutes, and then followed by a Q&A for 5 minutes. Okay, so ladies, guys, I love you so much. They have been so amazing during this, so thank you so much. So I do, of course, have some questions prepared for you guys. So this, again, is all about building your brand and business. So I would love to know, I'm going to direct this specifically to Kayla and Tamara. I want to find out, when it actually comes to online, okay, so beyond your usual strategies, like when people say stay consistent with like posting or just showing up for yourself, actually, what are some key methods that you have employed that has helped you build such an authentic community that you love? So I really picked you guys to be, sitting on this seat because I've been able to see online, you've been able to build such authentic community. So what have you done that you feel like others don't actually do when it comes to the online world? Some key game changer strategies. We're here, I really want to drop some of the gems that people don't really share, Okay, let's go.
So one thing that I know. Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Takara. I'm an Atlanta realtor. I'm the investor and landlord. So to answer your question, I would say the first thing is to storytell. So a lot with my community is who am I outside of real estate? I'm not just someone that sells houses, but people want to connect with you and know who you truly are, and then they would want to invest in you or do business with you. So I like to bring my audience along my journey from the time that I got started to where I'm at now.
Such engaged communities who love what you do, who are interested, who show up for you. What have you found when it comes to the strategies that are super successful that you just don't feel like people actually employ or do to build engaged communities online? Who wants to go first?
Hi everyone, my name is Amani, and I have the podcast, the One Talks podcast, which is a faith-based relationship podcast. And then I also have socials on TikTok and Instagram. And what I found to be very successful when it comes to my platforms is just saying what I want to say. I don't second guess it. I don't think, are people not going to like me when I say this? I don't care. And that's the attitude that you have to have when you're building a brand and a platform. An attitude of, I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm not going to listen to whatever everybody else got to say about it, because it's me and it's my life and it's my platform. I just speak, and I just speak unapologetically, and I say what's on my mind. I think that's just like your best tool, is to really be yourself and to speak what's on your mind at all times.
Hi everybody, my name is Tajah. I am a full-time social media content creator. I'm also a dental hygienist, and I'm the owner of Tajah Scrubs. That is a great question, and the main thing I would say is to be authentic, staying true to yourself. I feel like you will find your community, you will find the people that are meant to be on your journey by being authentic. So that means whether you love cooking, whether you're into fashion, whether you're into, healthcare, start your career on social media and be authentic to yourself. And number two, do not limit yourself. When I first started my YouTube channel, I started with healthcare, showing everyone my journey as a dental hygienist. But after that, I ventured out to travel, I ventured out to entrepreneurship. So I know a lot of people like to say, find your niche. I say you can do it all. Know your purpose, okay? Put God first, and He's gonna open every door for you. So don't limit yourself to that.
Ladies, amazing. So I want to again direct this back to Amani and Kayla. So I want to find out because I feel like we're talking about when everything works well, when everything is good and it's clear, just in life of elevating, that's when you show up. But let's talk about when things are hard, when you don't want to show up. Like when it comes to some of the biggest challenges you faced online with building something for yourself, how have you been able to overcome the times where you feel like, I don't want to do this?
To give a little background, like I mentioned, I was a restaurant and experience content creator. I've seen both sides of part-time and full-time. I think the key to keep going is knowing your why. So you have to set intentional goals behind anything that you do, as we know that, right? Whether you feel like you want to do content creation short time, you want to do it long term, you want to stay full time, how many, collabs or things like that you want to get, you have to map all that out strategically. And that is going to keep you going. You're going to continue to elevate in that way when you know exactly where you're headed and you keep grounded in your why. I always think that's how I've been able to do it. So yeah.
I would say for myself, just piggybacking off of what I said before about having a voice and having a strong voice, as women, not a lot of people are going to appreciate that, especially as Black women. When you're confident, you're going to get called aggressive. When you're loud, you're going to be called mean, So you have to look past those things. You have to know exactly who you are, and confidence is really key. Like, you have to know exactly who you are and what you have to say. Because there have been plenty of times where I've gotten plenty of backlash on the internet for what I've said. Girl, you think I'm backing down, I'm not. Because when I say something, I mean it. And that's what's very important too. I'm not just going to say things so people like what you have to say, like I said before. You're gonna say things because you mean it. And if someone doesn't like it, that's their problem. But just meaning what you say, that's gonna be the key.
I thought about the second one, Victoria. Also, if anybody's interested in content creation specifically, digital creation, whatever your niche may be, and you're looking for partnerships, collaborations, things like that, know how to say no, because that will lead to burnout. You can't take everything on. It feels great. Everybody's going to reach out, when they have partnerships, things like that, and opportunities for you. And I know it may be hard at the time to say no to something. You feel like they might not reach out again, things like that. That is something I had to deal with. And just politely saying no, to save your space, to save your time, and just making sure that it aligns with everything that you all do. So.
Okay, now I'm going to direct this question to Tajah and Takara. I want to find out, so you guys do a lot, not only in your personal life, but also you're showing up online. So I really want to find out, how do you maintain a balance between your personal and your professional life and making sure you're authentic when it comes to your social media channels?
So I love this question because I feel like in my line of work with real estate, it's a very fine line, of course, because as you said, you want to build credibility. So a lot of people in my line of work, what they do is end up making two separate pages, one that's professional and one that's just for them. But I like to keep mine together because one, I feel like I said, when you're building a brand, people want to connect with you. Like, I don't want to feel like I only have to be one thing and I can only sell houses and I can only put on a mask and code switch. I like to show up authentically as myself. So one thing that I think helps with that is to, one, write your vision and make it plain. What you want your vision to be for your brand, write it all down and then pray over it, think about it, manifest it, and then show up as that. With that being said, if you're new in that industry and you're just getting started, I know some people want to get started in a business, I would say find a role model that you look up to, that you are inspired by, that you're motivated by, and kind of course, put your own mix to it, but kind of mimic that and kind of say like, I really like this and this is the path that I want to go in, and make it yours. So find that line with every time you're posting, have intention behind it and know what you're trying to get out of that post. Don't post just to meet a number or a metric.
For me, my career and my social media life, when I first started, it was really hard for me to bring both of them together. But like we touched on authenticity earlier, I try to take my following, my subscribers through everything that I do. I'm very open and transparent with them. So I show them the good, the bad, that YouTube or social media is not just all about fancy dancy, but you know, I go through the ups and the downs as well. So that's the main key with authenticity, is just to be real with your following. Show them that you are human, like you go through the ups and the downs. But also remember that you're building a brand and you have other brands that are looking at you. So I try to keep certain things private. It is okay not to overshare. So that's where like being professional is very important for me, because I also know that I have certain brands that want to work with me. So they're looking at my videos and my channel that way. So be transparent, be open, but remember that you're also building a brand. And yeah, don't entertain every single thing, you know? So that's what I'm saying.
How do you like separate? How do you want that to actually be confident to be like, this is this and this is like amazing?
I think in a way for me, they kind of mix, okay? Like you were saying that earlier, you prefer to keep your page and share everything together. I do too. So if you follow my page, you're gonna know that, yes, I have a career and also I'm an entrepreneur. So they do mix. But I can also walk into a room and be professional and no one knows that I do social media at the same time. So, but I like that they mix. I like showing my following that I can do it all. Like, you can have your 9 to 5, you can have your career and also be a content creator. So don't limit yourself. So, yeah.
I love that. Yes.
I would say, like, with what you're saying, it really comes down to you and your boundaries.
Yes.
So, like, you have to, like I said, when you're sitting down and writing your vision, you have to make your own boundary, and you can't do that unless you know what your boundaries are. So we mixed it, but we still have a boundary. So, like you said, some things are private, and you keep it private. But, you know, you still want to be authentic. So I would just say, once you're writing it down, you know what your boundaries are. You know, like, oh, this doesn't represent my brand, and I know I'm never gonna post anything like that on the internet. Then it becomes very clear and straightforward.
I love that. And I think on this point, right, it's also knowing boundaries look different to different people. What you may want to do together is maybe not what I want to do, right? You have to live your truth the way you want to live it. You have to write your story the way that you want to do it. No one can tell you, no one knows you better than who you are. So if someone's saying, oh, you're doing too much or you're not doing enough, you have to be confident to say, I know who I am. And I ain't going to listen to you. So yeah, you got to do you, because everyone will try to convince you to do life a certain way, but nah. Okay. Thank you, ladies. And the last question I would love to ask all of you guys, right? It's a big one. I'm asking everyone throughout the day, right? The theme is elevation. We are here to elevate. We are here to grow. I want to know, what does She Who Elevate mean to you, both personally as well as professionally, and how have you been able to include that in your life as you develop?
So on a personal level, I do feel like She Who Elevates means there's always the next step for you, right? So wherever you might be now, there's always room for improvement, there's always room to grow, there's room to pivot. And for me, you don't have to do that alone. You see, all of you out there, that's what it's about, community. So you don't have to elevate alone. You can influence other people. You can bring people along for your journey and your growth in that way. So that's kind of how I've taken it personally. On a professional level, I always say goal setting is very big. So you can always achieve your goals, things like that, and look back on how far you've come with your business, with your brand, any services you offer, things like that. You can always look back and see, wow, I started with 7,000 followers and now I'm at 30K, things like that. Or I got this brand, I worked with this person. And that's just about elevation, and you can always go to the next step. There's always more out there for you.
For me, personally, I would say that it means confidence. I feel like with this event that they have every single year, you gain a little bit more confidence and motivation to go out and walk in your purpose. So I really love that. And then business-wise, I would say collaboration. So at the end of the day, we're all here to network and grow our businesses. So I love that we're able to come together and support each other and grow our mindsets.
For me, She Who Elevates is a woman of power. It's a woman that is not only elevating on all aspects of her life, but she's also bringing those around her to elevate with her. I see my journey as not just my journey, but I have other young women and men that are watching me and getting inspiration from that. So when you're elevating, look around your community, look at the people that are counting on you. Are you helping them elevate as well? So yeah, make sure that you stay in your power, that you break down every barrier as well. When they tell you no, you go to the next door and knock. You will get a yes. For me, most importantly in everything that you do, a woman, She Who Elevates is a woman of God as well. She's not just leading herself, but she's being led by God. So that is most importantly. If you don't have God, I don't know where you're going. But I'm so grateful to be in this journey of my life. I was telling Victoria last year, she reached out to me to come on this panel and talk, and I let my thoughts get in the way. And I felt like I didn't really belong to be on this stage. I didn't have anything to talk about. So my way of elevating is saying yes this year because someone else needed to hear what I have to say. So happy. So yeah, elevate, say yes, step out of the box, get outside of your comfort zone, and put God first.
Absolutely.
Yes, I totally agree with what you said. It's all about using what God has given you in that season, because you can pray for things, you can want things, and God will give you them, but He's never going to hand you over anything. He's going to give you the tools you need to get it done yourself. And when we think about the things that we want, desires, our goals, there are steps that we have to take to get there. So elevating for me, just like you said, it's saying yes to opportunities. It's about praying for the correct opportunities to come into your life, because there are things that are going to come that aren't for you. And you can't walk through every door, you know. You have to really be mindful, be mindful, be demure about every opportunity that you have. And yeah, it's definitely all about putting God first. And recognizing that it's He who's elevating you at the end of the day.
Amen.
This is it. I love it. And I feel like there comes to a point where you realize, even if you don't believe in God in here, but there has to be something above you or bigger than you, guiding you, because life is too hard. Whether that's a strong community or people that you have in your corner, maybe that's your faith. But life gets tough and it's hard, and we need each other. That's why that literally says elevate together, network together. Because I think sometimes as us women, we feel like, I'm in competition with her, or I can't grow with her, I can't. You can only go so far by yourself. But with others in your corner, mate, as in London we say, mate, you can go far. Yes. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining on this panel. Can we give them another one? Thank you so much. I wonder if we can get a picture quickly. Okay, we'll have to do that later. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So like I mentioned, if you guys just stand out, we have, and then I'm gonna have. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. No, sit down. Yeah, we do have. Sorry, me getting ahead of myself. We will have a 5-minute Q&A session. So if you have any questions on anything that was discussed throughout this panel, you're more than welcome. So does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask the panel? Yes, we have some hands going up right away.
Don't be shy, ladies.
Okay.
But can you just ask your question?
And say your name as well.
Yeah, say your name. We want to know who you are, where you came from.